All right, well, my name is Ben. I'm your teacher, and this is a live IELTS class. My name is Ben, as I said, and I am the administrator and the host over at IELTS for All. That is our Facebook group. You can find it just by searching the group right there. And you can also find my video courses over at IELTSLessonsForYou.com. I also do one-to-one instruction if you're interested. And our lesson archives are on YouTube, and you can just follow that little, how do I point to that? There we go. That link there at the bottom if you want to see our YouTube channel. Okay. Now, overall, it looks pretty good. We got one sentence as an introduction, two sentences as a summary, okay, or an overview. We have a paragraph here, 1, 2, 3, 4 sentences, very nice. And we have a paragraph here, 1, long 2, 3. Bingo, perfect, okay? In terms of the length and the paragraph, overall paragraph formatting looks very nice. Okay, so far so good. I'm pleased. Clearly, this student has taken my advice on board. This is exactly the kind of format we talked about last week. So this diagram shows the improvement of Queen Mary Hospital since it was built in 1960. As I said, this should be maps, these maps. I'll just highlight here. From 1960 to 2000, Queen Mary Hospital saw... The word spectacular is too much. Okay, it's not really appropriate for task 1. Task 1, we're really reporting the facts. Spectacular has a kind of positive meaning. That is not our job. Okay? Development already means it is better. We don't need to add our own opinion about how amazing they were. Okay? This involves putting up a cancer center, a separate pharmacy department, and a nursing school facility. Not bad. Involves, past tense. Involved. All of these developments took place in the past. So, for the first 20 years, let's just highlight that just so you can remember. The hospital area was totally transformed. At the west part of their building, they extended their own pharmacy. They then demolished the shopping center and replaced it with a cancer center, which is next to the pharmacy. The farmland in the southwest of the hospital was converted to a nursing school facility. All in all, very good. Okay? The only problem that I see is the word they, which, yeah, we don't really know who they is, do we? This sounds really nice. The farmland was converted, okay? Because we have kind of used the passive voice to hide the subject. I think we need to use an actual noun here, an actual subject, not just a pronoun. Does anybody have a suggestion about what pronoun or what noun we could use there? Who are they? Who are these people? What do you think? Welcome, everybody. I didn't have time to read everybody's comments from before. We have Jane watching from Brazil. Welcome, Jane. And we've got, oh boy, I just kind of forced myself to actually pronounce everybody's names here. Tien? Sorry, I'm going to miss it. Tien Nguyen from Vietnam. Welcome. All right. And I can't even read because it's so small. Muntanu. Really sorry again. From Romania. Oh, that's great. Okay. Hey, very good. Well, I hope that 6.5 was your goal. I'm a little bit scared to say congratulations if you're trying to get an 8 in that case. Sorry, but I hope that your goal was 6.5, and in that case, congratulations, and I'm very glad that you could learn something from me. Watching from Nepal, watching from Melbourne. All right. From Melbourne. I used Melbourne in an example today. I was creating a new lesson for my listening course, and I used Melbourne as an example for a vocabulary word. Egypt. Welcome. Okay, it's a Dramet? Okay. Oh, and P.F. Lee. All right, from Melbourne. P.F. Lee, are you from Korea originally? Or are you from Melbourne originally? Um, I saw the surname Lee, and I thought maybe, I teach and live in Korea, so maybe we come from the same area. Um, oh no, needed 7.5. Ah, in that case, I hope I don't have to apologize. I hope it wasn't my fault, but in any case, I'm really sorry that you weren't able to get the result that you need. Um, yeah, keep working hard. I'd say take several months to get ready for your next exam. It's such an expensive exam. It's really harsh to have to take it more than once, especially more than twice. So make sure your next exam you're totally ready before you go in there. All right, guys. Well, the word they, as we said, it needs to be replaced. Let's fix it with the west part of the building, the developers, or let's say the hospital developers extended, and then their own is a little weird then. Extended the, whoop, that was weird. Sorry, hold on. There we go. The pharmacy, yeah, extended the pharmacy. That's better. And I'm just going to highlight that so we can remember that that was a change. Okay, other than that, pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to fix all of the grammar. We're just looking for a few special things here. Meanwhile, there were little improvements shown in the next 20 years. Let's use improvement as an uncountable noun here. There were, well, we could change this actually. Let's keep improvements, fair enough. But what about the word little? Little improvements? Little improvements. How could we change little? Oh, originally from Malaysia. Okay, very cool. Yeah, that's one of the few countries I have visited, so. You guys, give me a suggestion here. How can I change little? What is the proper word here to match the grammar? Improvements is countable. Improvements. Little is not for a countable noun. There is a different word we can use. Anybody? Give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. Some doesn't have the same meaning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, Jane. Well done, you got it. Few is correct. Okay, there were few improvements shown. Okay, very nice. Pretty common mistake. Few and little. Yep, the word few has a negative meaning. The word or the phrase a few does not have a negative meaning. That is where the real confusion comes in. Maybe I can give you a quick example of that. I have a few friends. How about this? Whoops. I moved to this city only a few months ago, but I already have a few friends. Oh my God. It's getting late over here. I'm getting kind of tired. A few. Right? A few meaning a positive meaning. Okay? That didn't make a smiley face like I hoped it was. Positive. Now, or this could also just be neutral. Let's make a sentence with few. I have lived in this city my whole life, but I have few friends. Sad. Okay? This meaning of few is very negative or sad. Okay, you see the difference? Few and a few. Now, the area of the nursing school, ooh, we see another problem here. Okay, was resized. As well as the car park area, giving way to the expansion of the, we don't want to use there here, the cancer center facility to cater their growing numbered cancer patients. However, the hospital and its pharmacy remain relatively untouched. Remained relatively untouched. Who knows? Maybe last year they changed it. Right? We only have data until the year 2000. Okay, so keep it in the past tense. I want to see if we can, as a team, change this phrase right here. Cater their growing numbered cancer patients. Actually, it's just these 4 words. We need to change them quite a lot to make the grammar work. Can anybody help? Can anybody give a suggestion? Mehdi Hassan. How to deal with IELTS reading heading matching. You're going to have to wait until an IELTS reading heading matching lesson, unfortunately. This is a writing lesson. Good question, though, and I have covered that lesson before, so just check the videos section of the IELTS for All group, and I'll help you there. I should have my reading course available in a few weeks, so if you want to wait, you can always buy the whole course and know it all, but if you don't want to wait until then, just check the videos section. Anybody, guys? What do you think? Cater their growing numbered cancer patients. Suggestions? What do you think? I see 15 people watching. Somebody must know the answer. Don't be shy, guys. 16 of us. Welcome. How do we fix this phrase? Cater their growing numbered cancer patients. I'll give you a hint. Ooh, growing numbers of, almost, Andrea. Attend, actually cater is a good word. I want to keep cater. The growing number of patients. Very good. Jane, you've almost got it. We are almost there. So let's combine our efforts here. The growing number of cancer patients, but we're still missing one word right after the word cater. Okay, really common issue for a lot of students, a lot of examinees, matching the verb with the preposition. Cater to. Cater to the growing number of cancer patients. Okay, but overall, the essay approach is really quite good. Okay, there are a few sentences that are perfect, but for the most part, there is some kind of error in each sentence, and that is the thing to work on for this writer. What you want to focus on is trying to write error-free sentences. You are at the level where that should be your goal. Okay? Advanced grammar is great, but don't take any risks in the actual exam. Go for error-free writing. That's going to save you, okay? Let's go with our next essay, shall we? I'm going to give a hand to the first essay writer, by the way. I hope all of you guys at home are applauding as well. Very brave to submit an essay. for everyone to see. So I really appreciate that bravery. Now let's find the next essay. I see a lot of you guys are liking the video. I really appreciate that. That's really helpful for me. Even more helpful for me is if you share the video. Okay, a lot of people can benefit from this kind of detailed essay analysis. Okay, so if you want to help the rest of us, help your fellow IELTS examinees, share this video, especially with other Facebook groups. Okay, I really don't like to share my own material with other groups, but I love when people on my group share with another group. It really means a lot to me. It shows that you really value the content. So those of you who did share, thank you very much. If you haven't shared yet, share it to your timeline or share it to another group. We've got a couple minutes here while I copy it over. Okay, so I'm finding the next essay here. And the next essay was written by, I'm not going to tell you his or her name, it's a secret, but if you really are curious, you can check the event page because it's not anonymous, but let's check it out. All right. So the diagram shows changes in the structure of the Queen Mary Hospital since its construction in the 60th decade. That's weird. In the 60th decade is strange. A very unusual expression. So in, just give the year. Yeah. I remember if it was in 1960, I think. Since its construction in 1960. Let's use the word overall instead of summarizing. Overall, it shouldn't really be diagram. We should have the maps or the building plans. Okay. You can check what the original prompt says. I don't think it said diagram. Now I'm starting to wonder because both of the essays we checked said diagram, so maybe I'm wrong about that. But overall, it demonstrates two major changes over a 40-year period. Let's change such as to including. Okay, just a slight difference, but much more natural in this context. Including the implementation of a cancer center, a pharmacy, and a nursing school. One of them happened between 1960 and 1980, the other one from 1980 to 2000. Two things to be careful of here. One of them, what is them in this case? Is it a change, or is it an implementation, or is it one of these schools, centers, or pharmacies? Okay, the word them is not very clear here. So one of these changes happened. What's a better phrase for happened? I want your guys' help on this one. How can we change the word or the phrase or the word happened to something else? There's a more natural and actually more academic phrase for this. Anybody? Suggestion? One of them. Bonus point to whoever gets. You're kind of trying to read my mind. Occurred? Not bad, Andrea. Not bad, but that's not the word I'm looking for. You have to read my mind. Took place, Jane. Got it. Ooh, Mehedi just behind. I think you came to that answer independently, though. So both of you guys, congratulations for reading my mind. One of them took place. That's right. Okay, I know I'm being a little bit lazy. Some of these I'm changing and some of them I'm not. But between 1960 and 1980, the other one, can anybody see the grammar problem here? Again, I'm going to ask your guys' opinion. What is kind of the grammar? Oh, yes. Sarul has got it right. And he says was. That's it. We're missing the verb, aren't we? One is the subject. What's our verb? Okay. This kind of writing, IELTS writing, task 1, task 2, the grammar is by the book. You can use this in a text, in a blog, in an internet article. The other one from 1980, that's fine, but not on the IELTS. Okay, it's bad style in the IELTS. It's too casual. We need something more strict and formal. The other one, let's use that word occurred, okay, that Andrea suggested. Oh, that's not how you spell occurred, apparently. Okay. The first period, 1960 to 19... I don't like to use hyphens here, okay? Just use the full grammar, okay? From 1960 to 1980 shows modifications in the shopping mall and rural areas. The shopping center and the farmland were replaced by a pharmacy and a nursing school, respectively. Great use of respectively. Very good. The hospital's area and the parking lot space were not modified. The hospital's area. The size of the hospital, I think, is what you mean by that. Okay? It's a little strange to use possessive here with the apostrophe S. For an inanimate object like hospital, it's pretty unusual. So the area of the hospital, or in this case, the size of the hospital. And the parking lot space is a little strange too. The size of the hospital and parking lot were not modified. This is a little bit awkward. There's a few ways to fix it. I can't really settle on one in my mind, but look at the subject and the verb. First of all, the verb is in the present tense, which kind of conflicts with the rest of your sentences, right? You could say that the maps show, right? Or the kind of diagrams or the building plans show, but the period can't really show something, okay? You'd need to say maybe during the first period from 1960 to 1980, the hospital underwent modifications, something like that. Now, the second one, let's say the second change. Again, we have is about. Again, this strikes me as strange. These topic sentences being in the present tense, it clashes with what we're expecting. I'm just going to highlight this whole sentence. The local for this one, the meaning is obscure. I can't understand exactly what we're trying to say there. I think what we mean is locale. Okay, and just to remind everybody, local, that's an adjective. Okay, like the local government. Locale, that's a noun. Okay, such as they chose a, what would be a good example? They chose an ideal locale for the new town hall. It's maybe not a great example, but locale is a noun. It means location. Okay? Maybe not the most natural. Locale is not a word that I use very often, but I think that's the word we were trying to use here, perhaps. In the other hand, let's change to on the other hand. And the car park has lost half of... So again, we're switching grammar here and using present perfect. Stick to past simple. Okay. Stay with the past simple here. All of this happened in the past. All of this finished in the past. None of it has continued until now. Okay, it all finished in 2000. We have no idea what happened between 2000 and now, right? Let's imagine that the hospital blew up or it was demolished in a volcano, okay? In that case, all of this would be in the past. And for all we know, that's what happened, okay? On the other hand, the car park lost half of its original area that in the more recent construction's plant was changed by the nursing school. And this is a little bit confusing here. Okay, so this last paragraph, we went downhill in terms of expressing ourselves clearly. So for this writer, my suggestion would be number one priority, okay, make your ideas clear. I think there is some vocabulary and some sentence patterns, some sentence grammar structures that you might not be 100% clear about. If you're not 100% clear, don't use them on the exam. Okay? That's where you really need to find an instructor who can walk you through those problems and find out what structure you're trying to use and show you how to use it correctly. Okay? Yeah, I think we need to take a step back for this writer and write things a little bit more simply and stay consistent. If you're going to be in the past tense, stay in the past tense. Okay. Now, let's do our last one. See if I have some water around here. I don't think I do. This is one of our longer lessons. Luckily, I don't have anything going on tonight, so I'm going to stay with you guys for a while here. So I got 11 people watching. Welcome, you guys. Or by contrast. By contrast would be fine. That's right. And let's see, PF Lee, how can we use in the other hand and on the other hand? In the other hand, you should throw it in the garbage because it is always wrong. In the other hand is not a real expression. Okay? That is just an incorrect thing. Now, we've got one more here. All right. Now, I'm going to take this quick moment just to remind you guys or tell you guys that I do have a full writing course available. Okay, it's like 23 videos complete with quizzes, and you can watch those videos anytime that you want. Okay, tons of examples, and I show you exactly how to write step by step a task 2 essay, task 1 academic, task 1 general. Okay, lesson 1 is on the organization. Lesson 2, body paragraphs. Lesson 3, introduction. Lesson 4, conclusion. Lesson 5, the cohesive devices. Okay, how to use in contrast, on the other hand. Okay, and lesson 6, task 1 academic. Lesson 7, task 1 general. If you're interested, just send me a message. I'll send you the link. Okay, just send me a message on Facebook and I'll help you with it. But without any more pausing for advertising, I want to get this up to, there we go. Okay. Last one. All right. The given diagrammatic illustrations show the changes that have been taken place at Queen Mary Hospital over 3 decades in the years 1980, 1990, and 2000. I think this was 1960, 1980, and 2000, but we're just going to leave it. I'm just going to check the structure. We see an overview here of 2 long sentences. Body 1, 2 sentences, a little bit shorter. Body 2, just 1 sentence. Okay. Yeah, So we have a problem of balance here because these paragraphs should be giving us in-depth details about body A, the changes from 1980 to 1990, and yeah, did I say that right? 1980 to 1990, and then body B from 1990 to 2000. A lot of details we want here. Right now, we do not have enough details at all. Okay, these should be 3-sentence paragraphs minimum. I always shoot for 4. 4 sentences is about perfect for one of these body paragraphs. They should be smaller than this paragraph. Okay, so right now we've got the balance just shifted, and that's really going to hurt the task achievement score. Okay, that's one thing that the examiner wants to see is plenty of detailed analysis of this thing. Okay, the overview is important, but it should be a little smaller than the rest. Okay, let's go through and kind of grab some quick insights here. The given, this is too much, all right? The given diagrams or the given illustrations. Don't use both. Show the changes that, we've been talking about this a little bit. This all happened in the past, okay? So how should we change this? Hi, Jamie. I'm glad you made it. How do we change this phrase if we want to stay in the grammar tense that we talked about? Anybody? How do we change those 4 words? What would we replace them with? Took place. Very good. P.F. Lee is right. Keep this simple, guys, right? This happened in the past, right? It started in 1960, it went till 1980, and then it went from 1980 to 2000, and then it stopped. Remember, from 2000 until now, we have no idea what happened to the hospital. Okay, maybe they turned it into an amusement park. Who knows? Or swimming pool. We have no idea. So all of this needs to happen in the past. Changes that took place. At Queen Mary Hospital over 3 decades. And really, I think we want from 1980 to 2000. Okay, this is not bad though. But I think the dates are not actually this. But I'm gonna leave that and just imagine that these are the right dates. Overall, it has been seen. Yeah, no, it has been seen. Just overall, maybe we can see. Okay, let's change that. We can see that. Okay, keep things a little simpler here. I think I can already tell that this writer is maybe trying to show off some advanced grammar in situations where advanced grammar is not necessary, so that it actually ends up being a mistake, right? We can see that the main road on east-west parking lot at southeast and hospital at southeast remained unchanged. Okay, I see what you mean here, but each of these descriptions is incorrect. So we can see that the main road on east-west, east-west cannot be, maybe northwest? The main road on the in the northwest corner, or the parking lot to the southeast of the hospital, and the hospital in the southeast. The hospital in the southeast. There's only one hospital, so oh no, there's not one hospital. It's a little tricky. Okay, this is a level of detail that is not appropriate for the summary. Okay, one thing we said last week is the summary. Imagine that you are telling your manager about this data, but your manager doesn't really need to know the specifics. Okay, your manager is just like, just tell me the main idea of this data, because I don't have time to listen to the whole thing. That's the situation you have here in the summary. You want to just give kind of the big picture idea, what we call the takeaway. Okay, what can I take away from this data? And then explain the specifics in the body. Okay, but this stuff, yeah, it's too detailed for the summary. However, some amenities have been made in other sectors. And let's use our word including here. Including nursery, cancer center, farmland, and shopping center. Okay, not bad. Some amenities have been made. Let's use the word, sorry guys. Let's use the word developed. And let's not use have been, let's use were. Yeah. Developed or added would be fine as well. Okay, now the shopping center on the northwest, maybe in the northwest area, was refurbished and divided into cancer center and pharmacy, which are adjacent to the hospital. The farmland to the southwest was substituted, was replaced by a nursery in 1990. So two things I noticed there. Okay, first of all, it's the use of how should I say this? Prepositions for place in the northwest area to the southwest. Okay, there's a little difference there. It's getting a little too late to explain that whole difference, but yeah, shopping center is located in the northwest of the map, but the farmland is located, here's the hospital, here are the buildings. The farmland is located from there to the southwest. It's a relative direction, relative to the buildings, to the southwest. We also don't want to use capital letters here. Just lowercase letters, no hyphen necessary. And we should change that here as well. I know east-west is not actually a direction, but okay. The farmland to south, okay, good. In the year 2000, the extension of the cancer center was an extension of the cancer center was built, let's say, in the west area of the complex, occupying half of the space of both the nursery and parking space. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. So I made a lot of changes there. I'm not going to bother highlighting all of them, but yeah, I would say for this writer, we really need to take things back down to basics a little bit. I think every sentence has some kind of mistake in it. Okay, so we're starting from there. The key is, first step, write a correct sentence. Okay, a perfect sentence. Start from there. Okay, I learned this when I was playing piano. Okay, I had this problem as a piano player when I was very young, like 6 years old, 7 years old. I got a new piece of music. I wanted to play it with two hands. I want to hear what it sounds like. I want to try to play the whole thing, right? And I want to play it fast, right? At speed. So I would sit down and I would try to play it, and I would make 1,000 mistakes. And then I would try it again, and I would make 1,000 mistakes again. And I would try it again, and I would make 1,000 mistakes again. You can't improve if you do that, okay? What I learned was piano playing is all about discipline, okay? Improving as a piano player. It's all about discipline. You basically put one hand behind your back, One hand, you look at only the top hand, and you play it super slow until you get it perfect. You get the technique perfect. And then you speed it up a little bit, and if you make a mistake, slow down again until you can play it perfectly and a little bit faster and a little bit faster. Then take your left hand, do the same process until your left hand is nice and fast. Then both hands very slowly until you gradually build it up. Okay? It takes discipline and is not very fun, but if you actually want to make progress, that's what you have to do with your writing. Okay? If you're at the stage where you're making mistakes on every sentence, okay, or if you're making mistakes on most sentences, okay, or even here, about 50%, right? Little less than 50% maybe of sentences with a mistake. Okay, that's what you need to work on, is writing error-free sentences, and then learn another skill and add that, and then learn another skill and add that. Okay, take it back to basics if you really want improvement. Whew! Tired out, you guys. That was a long lesson. If we put the paraphrasing and the summary parts in one paragraph, is that paragraph going to be a big problem, a 3-paragraph structure? Jane, no, that's fine. Okay? Just make it clear by adding the phrase overall, okay, or in summary. All right? Just make sure that you've got your one sentence to introduce the thing, and then add overall or in summary on your second sentence. And in that case, if you want to put them together, that's fine. I still think you should separate them, but you're not going to be punished for putting them together as long as the examiner can clearly see when your summary begins. Okay? All right, guys. Well, I am going to call it there. I'm just going to put up on the screen one more time the places where you can find all of the stuff that I've got. Remember, IELTS for All for the Facebook group, video courses over here, YouTube archive down there. And if you don't have my app yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, okay? Go to the Google Play Store and just type in IELTS for All. Download that app. You will get a notification every time a lesson begins. All right? Plus, you can see all of the video courses and lesson archives through the app. So, very useful app, I think. I hope you get on it. Thank you very much, you guys, for coming to the class, and I will see you again next week. Okay? Have a great weekend. Our next class will be probably Sunday night, maybe Monday, depending on what my schedule turns out to be. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. See you later.